What's up, my Sin City crew? I'm back again with another video for you guys. Today, you guys, well, let me say happy Friday to everyone before anything. Happy Friday, happy Friday. So I'm eating steak quesadilla from this Mexican restaurant up the street. I can't even pronounce the name, y'all. It's some kind of Mexican name. But anyway, I'll put it in my description. But anyway, how's everybody doing today? Happy Friday, happy weekend. I'm so glad it's the weekend, you guys. I ain't gonna lie. I am so happy it's the weekend. Y'all know what I've been doing, huh? But anyway, what's going on? Let me say my grace, and we'll get started. Father, thank you for the meal that I'm about to receive. I ask you through your loving son's name, Jesus Christ. Amen. I hadn't did a video in a couple of days, but I ain't back. I told y'all I wasn't going nowhere, didn't I? I ain't going nowhere. What's really going on, y'all? I'm happy to be here. Happy to be here, sure is. I told them I paid for the white sauce, and then they still gave me this. And this ain't even for that. But anyway, I ain't gonna even worry about it. Steak. Mushroom. Taste the steak yet. So what everybody been doing? My day been, I could say, all right. Blessed. I'm blessed, though. Blessed by the best. I ain't give me no paper towel. No, that ain't me. I got me a water bottle, though. I don't drink cold water bottles, y'all. Blow your stomach up. My stomach already in good bed. And that's for real. I paid $1.30 for the white sauce, and I still didn't get it. See, that's what I be talking about. I know they don't think they put it in the inside. That's cheese. That's not sauce. I'll call them, tell them about themselves. I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm hungry and hot. So, I want to talk about something, y'all. I've been watching this TV show for like 2 weeks now. I know y'all probably heard of the show before. It's called Hoarders. Man, when I tell y'all, that it's 2 episodes that really made me cry, y'all. You know I'm a Cancer, so I kind of cry easy when something really just hit me and bothered me. I'm real sensitive. So anyway, this one episode, the first episode that made me cry, is when it was this episode when this lady, and y'all got to understand, hoarders, you know, they say it's a mental illness that they have, that, you know, something triggers off inside of them when they done lost a loved one, their husband or wife left them. Something triggers them to be hoarders. Is up here, is a mental illness. So anyway, this episode where this lady, I think her husband had left her, and she had like two or three kids, something like that. Anyway, y'all, So I'm talking about, when I tell y'all this lady house was, I mean, oh my God. They took her kids away from her. It was so, you couldn't live in that house. She lived in it, but the kids couldn't. So they took her kids away from her. And the only way she can get her kids back if she get her house cleaned out, you know, when the service master and the all kinds of people come over there. You know how they come over there, and the cleaning crew, they come over there to clean the house. That's the only way. They had to get their house up to par before the kids come back. But anyway, so this particular episode made me cry. Her house was so messed up, y'all. And she lost her kid. And she had it was so hard for her to get rid of a lot of stuff. But when she started thinking about getting her kids back, she said, forget it. She just started letting them throw everything away. So at the end, when her kids finally came home and she got them back, the house was, you know, decent enough for her kids to come back. And her kids was so emotional and crying. I broke down and started crying. I cried so bad. Walt was sitting on the other side of the bed, and he looked at me, and I guess he said, "This girl right here she just crying." Okay, that was the first time. The second time is this lady, y'all. She was an interior decorator. She had a 30-bedroom mansion. So I think she had lost, her husband died. She was sued by one of her clients. She lost everything. So it was these two guys. They was a couple. They was a couple. They ended up buying her property. She lost it, but they gave her a certain amount of time to be out of the property. But she had a hard time leaving. So they was really taking their time. They was really patient with her, y'all. So the day came where the cleanup crew, everybody came, the doctors, everybody came, and they were back. Okay, so the property wasn't hers. None of the stuff in the house was hers. It was the guys that bought the property. They were responsible for getting rid of everything that was in the house. But on the in her basement, all her graphic design, because she was a graphic designer, all her work was in her basement. When I tell y'all this lady had so much stuff, y'all, 30 bedrooms. You know how rich she was, right? So anyway, I was over to my daughter's house the other day, and I was telling my daughter and my sister about, you know, the little episode I had watched, because I done fell in love with this show. Even though it's gross, it gross you out, but you learn a lot from it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, I hope I don't never get to that point where I'm, you know, accumulating a lot of stuff. So anyway, let me finish telling y'all about the story. So, she was sued. She lost her home. There was two guys ended up buying the property. So, but they let her get all the stuff that, you know, she can make money off of. You know, they did it in an auction or something like that. They auctioned some of her stuff out. So anyway, y'all, they talked to her like she was a kid. Not the couple that bought them, but the service master guy. He was just, I mean, they talked to her like she wasn't there because she didn't own the property. Man, she lost. When I tell you, she tried to drag everything in the middle of the street. She did. She was getting people, her friends was coming to help her. They was dragging stuff in the middle of the street that she wanted to keep. Because they gave her the option to keep whatever she wanted to keep. So when I tell y'all, she worked, and they said, well, you got to 5 o'clock. And then the city gonna come and they're gonna remove everything. You're gonna lose everything. They kept telling her. She was like, you don't have to keep telling me. You don't have to keep telling me this. You don't have to keep telling me that. She literally lost everything, y'all. So at the end of it, y'all, anyway, make a long story short, she ended up losing everything. I'm talking about, she had borrowed a truck with a bed on the back, a little pickup truck from one of her friends. She loaded some of that on it. It wasn't enough. The truck wouldn't start. So Oh, it was just terrible. But anyway, man, I cried because she lost. I mean, when I tell you this lady was a multi-millionaire, had plenty of money, y'all. She ended up losing everything. Man, this lady cried. I cried. One of the guys that bought the property, one of the guys, he cried. He was just crying. He cried the whole entire episode. I was crying. Because, I hate to see people lose everything, y'all. I don't know why I'm like that. I always cry. I always cry at the end of something. When I see other people cry, I just cry. And it was just so sad. She worked for 42 years to accomplish what she had. And to lose everything, that broke my heart. That's why I say, you have to humble yourself. No matter what you have in life, humble yourself. It was just so touching. And I was telling my daughter and my sister about it. When I went over my daughter's house the other day, my sister was over there. The one that's supposed to be doing a video with me, y'all. And she was over there, and I was telling her about it. And because my daughter was doing something to my hair. Because, I don't know how to work this stuff. And I just cried. I cried. It really was sad. I really hate that lady lost everything that she worked so hard for. She was homeless. She ain't had nowhere to stay, y'all. But at the end, I think, okay, so everything that they got, that they did the auction on, everything that they could sell, I think she only made, $15,000 off of everything. I think that was just wrong. Because it was worth way more than that. I'm talking about this lady was worth millions and millions and millions of dollars. But she ended up losing everything. She was homeless. So she wasn't able to stay in the mansion after, the couple had bought the mansion. She wasn't able to stay. She was sleeping in the truck that she had borrowed from her friend. She was sleeping in the truck, y'all. It just broke my heart to see this lady just lose everything she worked so hard for. I don't know. It's just something that I had been wanting to tell y'all. Cause stuff like that, I told Walt I'm have to start watching this show. Because I done found myself I get too deep involved with it. And I just be crying. And y'all know that ain't right. I got a soft heart for people like that. I don't want to see nobody homeless. I don't want to see nobody lose everything they work so hard for, Even if you didn't work hard for it, I still don't want to see nobody out there struggling and, not having nowhere to go. Whether you believe it or not, everybody done been to that point where you don't have nothing. Sometimes you don't have nothing. Sometimes you don't even have money to buy you a burger sometimes. People get in that situation. I'm not saying everybody, but I do know people that have been in that situation where they can't even buy them a burger. I have had people on Facebook, friend girls of mine, to inbox me and ask me to cash out them $20. And they had plenty of money when we were growing up. I know how it feels to not to have none. I have been in that situation where I didn't have $20 before when I was younger. But so that's why I say we have to humble ourselves. We really have to humble ourselves, y'all. I don't care how much money, if I ever get rich, I'm gonna try to pay I'm gonna try my best to keep my bills paid. And if I can help somebody, I'm gonna help. I'm gonna donate money. I'm gonna help people. Because I hate to see people out here not having nothing. And I know it's a lot of y'all that can feel my pain when I say this. Some of y'all probably can't. Some of y'all probably was born with a gold spoon in your mouth, a silver spoon in your mouth. But I wasn't. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I wasn't born with a gold spoon in my mouth. So I can relate to not having nothing. When I was younger, but one thing I can say, I had kids, and me and my kids, we have, you know, with their daddy, we have always had what we needed, you know, to survive. But before I had kids, I know how I feel not to have nothing, you know. You know, it's sad. But I cried. I'm just soft like that, you know, just to see people hurt and see her crying and sleeping in a truck. It was really, really sad, you know. You know what I told you, I have a soft heart for all people, puppies, and babies. I just have a soft heart for people like that. It's just something I want to talk to y'all about. That's all. I try to humble myself. If I can hear people, I promise I will. I don't care who you are. I teach my children the same thing. If you can help people, help them. The more you give, the more God gonna bless you. I promise you that. That's true. And you don't even, and then the crazy part back, you don't even look for blessings. It just automatically happen. And you don't, when you're doing something out the kindness of your heart, it just automatically happen. That's how it be. You know. But yeah, it was a sad story. I'm gonna have to start watching Hoarders. I'm gonna have to start watching this show. How it really touched close. It hit close that time. It was just sad. But anyway, I hope everybody been doing good, staying safe. Y'all know I'm gonna say that, right? Because y'all my people. I want everybody to take care of themselves. I'm sure trying to take care of myself. I ain't gonna lie. So I've been doing that virtual class schooling with my grandson, y'all. He in the 3rd grade, but I promise you, that works so doggone hard, y'all. It's crazy. Chemistry. They do chemistry every morning. And I have to help him. And he was like, Grandma, you don't have to help me do the math. I know. But he was having problems with, you know, his timetables and stuff like that. Excuse me, y'all. He was having a problem with his timetable. He was like, Grandma, is this a different thing we've been doing? So this some different math. Can you help me? I set up for 5 hours. I get him up at 7:30. He have to be online at 8. I sit in here from 8 to 12 until he have to do the math part. When he get on the math part, he's like, I don't need you no more. But it was something different today, so I sat in here with about an hour more, and I walked them through it. And all the other kids, I don't think their parents there with them, because they have so many issues trying to find the links and stuff that she's telling them, team, then link, you know. So there, by me helping him, he already there. And, you know, he raising his hand, he answering questions, he doing all that because of me. Yes, I helps my grandson, you know. But I told him, I said, look, I'm going to do this one more week with you, because, you know, they out Monday. So they start back to school Tuesday. I'm going to do it one more week with him, but he going to do it because I like to sleep in the morning, shoot, you know. I like to go to sleep. So, yeah, I work with him today. The days that I'm off, you know, I work with him and everything. But the days I'm at work, I ain't going to be able to do it. So he going to have to learn how to do it himself, y'all. And just for real. But anyway, I'm going to end this video. because I got him some food on in there. And I'll see you on the next video. Like, share, subscribe, hit that bell, and I'll see you on the next video.